Hello everyone, this is Vicki Verley. Thank you so much for joining me for your monthly Tarotscopes. These monthly mini readings offer a glimpse into what it's really like to have a personal consultation with me. A private reading is much more personal and in-depth. I psychically tune into your energy and get visions and impressions that are specific only to you. If you would like to order a personal reading from me, or check out some of the other products and services that I offer, you can do so by checking out the link below. And now, without further ado, on to the reading. Aquarius. Hello Aquarius. Thank you for joining me for your August of 2014 Tarotscope and mini astrology reading. Okay, I'm going to shuffle up these cards and get you started for the reading for Aquarius for August of 2014. Okay. Ooh. Knight of Rods in reverse and Three of Swords. That came up in the last reading. Similar, same two cards but in different positionings here. Okay, another one. Oh, look at that. Okay, here's more. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a couple more, at least a couple more here. Alright, okay. Here we go. You know, the first card out is, a disagreement with somebody here. There's definitely a disagreement. It shows Knight of Rods in reverse and Three of Swords and Five of Swords. So I'm upset about this, and it's an issue, it's an impasse. It's an issue that cannot be resolved. We cannot come to an agreement. So it's Knight of Rods, so it could be a fire sign, which would be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. It could also be happening in fire because in August we are in Leo for a good portion of the month. So it may just be talking about happening in fire, happening in Leo. Well, so when this card shows up, it's best. It really is just best to walk away or just to, be done with it because we are at an impasse. Three of Swords says that we are having, it is hurting us. We're having heartbreak, we're having sorrow, we're having issues about it. It's bringing us suffering, and it's not ending anytime soon, okay? The Empress is in the middle of this, which is so beautiful. And for many of you, like, news is coming, pointing right at the Empress. And so this could be a pregnancy. If anybody's thinking about a pregnancy, that could totally be it. And even, Eight of Rods pointing at the Empress, these could be like the little sperms rushing toward, to implant the woman here in the womb. But whatever it is, it's like it's good news. Good news is coming. And in this case, it's like you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay without this mess. You don't need this anymore. You're going to be okay. You're going to be blossoming and beautiful and harvest and well. If there's health issues, this could be, you're going to be well. If this has a lot to do with women. So you as the woman, if you are, the women in your life, your mothers, especially mothers, grandmothers, women's health issues. But it's also a card of abundance. It's the fruitful time of the harvest. It's a time of abundance. So it says you're going to be okay. I want to use the words healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I always try to put three words. It seems like I always want to put three words with the Empress card. They're not always the same word. So I just said healthy, wealthy, and wise with that. And this is also going to be coming in the time of Leo, or in the time of fire. News is coming about the Empress, and it's positive news, and it's good news, and it's abundant news, and it makes you happy. There does seem to be, now we're showing the moon, so it could be talking about one of the full or new moons, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And there is a King of Cups in reverse. So I'm not sure what this is. It kind of seems like a little bit of a disconnect from the rest of the reading, but it's showing up nonetheless. King of Cups in reverse. Water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, in reverse. Having a negative effect on you or maybe standing in your way. Cups, sometimes there is an emotional connection, or maybe this person is very creative. Could have started or happened in the time of Cancer, which would have been last month of July. Or if you're watching this in July, it might still be happening. Showing as a man, but doesn't necessarily have to be a man. The thing about the King of Cups is I feel it's the elder. I feel more than any of the other cards that this is the elder. This is the elder in our family or something. And this could also feels like it could be something about some of the elders of the family don't approve. Okay, say for instance, if somebody's having a baby out of wedlock, and this guy or girl doesn't approve. Why aren't you married? You know, I'm feeling like there's some old ideas, but I feel like they're coming from not a place of being mean or punishing, but in a place of love, because they don't understand that things are different now. And it may not be because of a pregnancy. It could just be anything. Whatever this is that you're doing is going to be good for you. It's a good thing. Or maybe they're saying, oh, you stay in a bad relationship. Your marriage is marriage, and you stay in a bad relationship. You don't go out and feel better. You suffer through it, like we did. We suffered through it. I mean, it could be that, but it just could be a lot of things. But it has to do with new and old. And it might not even be, it could be somebody that you're dealing with in a professional situation. And maybe they're just old school, and they like things done old school way. And you want to make this new break and this new fresh beginning. And it's not that they don't, they're like, it's not an ego thing. It comes from the heart with the cups. So it's like they don't, and I want to say they don't want to see you get hurt. And they don't want to see you fail. They don't want to see you get hurt. They don't want to see anything bad happen to you. And that's why, and they don't understand how the new thing, you know, could possibly be good, because they're just old school, big time. You know, that's what it ends up being. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this chart of yours, and then we are going to do the totems again as well. I have some other cool stuff I want to show you at the end as well. Okay, so here we go. The first thing that's happening is the full moon in your sign on the 10th, in your first house. So self-realization. Also, the full moon in your first house will bring people, draw people to you. People will be attracted to you. You'll be in the spotlight, for good or for ill, too. So, you know, make sure all your T's are crossed and I's dotted on that day. And, you know, make sure you look good, too. People are going to notice you on that day. That is the August the 10th. And then we're going to have a new moon on the 25th of August, and that's going to be in your 8th house of joint finances. Joint finances, money from the career, sex, the house of sex. So it's a new moon in that area of your life. This could be a good day to go to your stockbroker, do some investments, file your quarterly taxes, you know, those kind of things. Those are the kind of days, or we get the paperwork together. Those are the kind of things you would do on an 8th house new moon day. All right, so everybody seemed to like these animal totems, so we're going to go ahead and draw the animal totem for Aquarius for the month of August 2014. And here it is. It is Turtle / Mother Earth. Okay, stay tuned for the meaning of turtle and some other cool things that I'm going to talk about coming up next. When I think of turtle, the first thing that comes to my mind is the Native Americans who called North America here Turtle Island. So it's the island, it's the nature, it's getting in touch with Mother Earth and Gaia. And secondly, we all remember the story of the tortoise and the hare, whose message was slow and steady wins the race. Move along at your own pace, because being in a rush can lead to mistakes and missteps. Do not allow others to rush you. By biding your time and moving forward at a regular pace towards your goal is going to lead to your biggest success. Before we go, I wanted to tell you about this awesome spirit guide artist from Ohio, J.D. Arichi, and his website is infinitecreations.net. Now, this is the first drawing that I ever had done from him. I had just at some kind of psychic fair. And these are the charcoals. This is one of my charcoals that he had done for me. And it's like a reading. And this is like the past, present, and future. I don't know if you can pick up on this camera, but there's all sorts of little details going on. And there's like little faces and all sorts of things you can look at. And then, you know, of course, he gives an interpretation at the time, but you can look at this later on and pick up so much other things from it. And on the back, he mats it, and on the back he gives you like an explanation, everything. It's really cool. And the other thing he does that I just had done, I'm going to put it on the screen. I don't actually have it in my hand yet, but he emailed a print to me. He does these spirit guide portraits, and I think he's one of the best I've seen ever. I mean, and I've even looked around on the internet because as an artist myself, I'm really into spirit guide art, and I've had several done over the years. I think he's really one of the best around. This is the one that he just completed for me, and I can relate to this on so many levels. He's going to give me the actual print, but But this is one he emailed me because I told him I wanted to feature him in this month's videos. He's very reasonably priced. These smaller ones with all these details, I think these are only like $30. So he's very reasonably priced, very talented artist, truly psychic too. I mean, everything, when I had this thing done, everything that he was talking about, this all had really, really good meaning. So not only is he a great artist, he's a true psychic. And as I said, as you go on, see, if you look at this one, there's a face here, but then there's another face here. I don't know if you see that. There's all kinds of crazy little things happening in these, and they're all like this. And then, of course, you know, the spirit guide art is just so cool as well. So check him out. It's J.D. Arici. His website is called infinitecreations.net. Make sure it's .net. And if you want to check the description of the video, I'm going to go ahead and put a link below and check him out. I think he's great. I think he's awesome, and I think you'll enjoy his work too. Also, I want to tell you about some of my other websites and my other projects that I have going on. If you go on my main page, Rock and Roll Prophetess, and you click on some of my other channels over here, I have the music channel, where I write music, and I would love to have artists record my songs if possible. And then, of course, I have it's Vicky Verley, but it's learning songs for kids. So if you have little kids and you'd like to have them enjoy some of my songs that I write, or, you know, if you like to help me get the Green Glen Gang out there into the world, I've started doing them in more 3D with polymer clay rather than flat 2D. And they've been around me, this Green Glen Gang, they've just been around me forever. And I just think one day their time will come. And then, of course, before we go, I have to talk about the book, Tarot in the Modern World. So many of you have been buying it and liking it. It's real easy to understand, and it's just, if you like the way that I speak in simple terms, then chances are you're going to like this book. I give upright and reverse position. I give a little poem as how to remember it. And I also go into a little bit about how to tie it all together. So take a look at my Tarot in the Modern World, some of my other websites. Be sure to check out JD's infinitecreations.net. He's a really gifted psychic and spiritual artist. I want to thank you all for watching and liking my videos and sharing and commenting and donating. You know, these little donations, that really makes it worthwhile for me to continue on doing these free readings every month. And I want to tell you all, remember that you are love and beauty incarnate, and I'll speak to you soon.